Y'all doing today? I'm worn out, y'all. Last couple of days, I've worked way more hours than I usually work. Biscuit, what are you huffing about? Biscuit, it's okay. Go night night. All right. What's going on, people? Where is everybody? Hello, Dax. How you doing? Hey, Eric. What's going on, buddy? Hey, there's OJ. How you doing, OJ? Chef, what's happening? Hey, Sissy. Thanks for dropping by the live stream. JT, thank you, buddy. What I actually did, I did actually work today, and recorded a video. What I needed one day off from was editing. Um, I need, I, I needed a day where I could just come home and not edit video. Um, so I did record a video today, but I haven't edited it yet. So I'll get it edited. I don't know, sometime tomorrow, and I'll post it tomorrow. It was an interesting day today. Um, give you a little preview. I wanted to see what it would be like to just do Spark all day one day. So I did 7.5 hours of Spark today. So y'all have to tune in tomorrow evening to see how that went. Hello, Fatah, and Growing Older with Style. Um, yeah, OJ, I have exchanged a few texts with Ashanti. They're keeping you busy, aren't they, OJ? I hear you. That's good for you. Make that money. Wisconsin dash cam and police incidents. Hey, buddy, how are you? Thanks for dropping by. $3 bonus in your area, so you ran out and made a quick 30. Cool. Way to go, JT. Hey, Jen, how are you? You're out dashing right now? Good. And Spark? Good deal. Hey, Sheila, how you doing? Sheila, I could stand on my front porch right there and throw a rock and it would land in Florida. uh, I'm almost in Florida, about as close as you can get without being there. All right, let's see. Dash, you just did your first 4 DoorDash deliveries today. What do you know? Good for you. How'd you like it? Of course, I'll find out about 15 minutes from now when I catch up with the chat. Hey, Rister Bits. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, Brianna. Hey, thanks, Sissy. Happy Valentine's Day to you, too. Hope you had a good one. Button Lady, hey. I lived to tell you about it. Yeah, it was brutal. I'm worn out. I'm ready to go to bed. So, um, good to see you, Button Lady. Oh, and by the way, we fixed that problem where I guess where your name wasn't showing up. No, I think it shows up in lives. It's in the comments and videos where it just says user number or something. Busybody, how you doing? Finally timed your live stream correctly. Yeah, that 21 drop. Actually, I kept saying 21 drops. Spark has a goofy way of showing their offers. It was 21 stops. The first stop was at Walmart, and then there were 20 drop offs. But yeah, it was wild. I don't know if I'll ever do another one of those, but I'm glad I did it. It was fun. And y'all, I don't know. I just thought it was so cool right there at the end of that video where I did the 20 drop offs, how I went from apartments to middle class homes to $1 million homes behind gates with guards to dilapidated mobile homes. It was so cool to me how I like saw every stratum of society on that one Walmart order. I don't know. I thought it was really cool. All right, Chef, been binge watching lately. Love the content. Thank you, buddy. You're my hero. Thanks for watching. I appreciate that. OJ, you watch during lunch sometimes? Been silently watching. You know what, OJ? I do that a lot. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, basically pretty much 100% DoorDash type GigTube videos, but I don't comment that much. I don't know. I don't know. A man of few words. Y'all might not believe that. But Carla, how are you, Carla? Welcome to the live stream. Growing older, you wish you were in Florida. It's nice down there. Space Coast. Hey, what do you know, Mark? Around Titusville and all that, huh? Yeah, Michael, I did actually. I didn't do any dashing or Ubering, but I did Spark all day. But I took a day off from editing. Hey, Skynet, how you doing? On your way to work. All right. Well, have a good night at work. $3 surge in New Jersey, pretty much all day. Well, good. I hope you made extra money. Hey, Jack, you burning one for me? All right, cool. All right. Well, good, Dash. You didn't get any bad orders on your first day of dashing. That's great. But lady says it's a good idea. Spark is good sometimes, and they send crazy offers. Yeah, yeah. I do get some really good Spark orders sometimes, but it was interesting today. There was a big incentive going on. $40 if you did 6 trips. So today I was trying to see if I could stick it out and do 6 trips for Spark. Erie, Pennsylvania. How you doing, Brian? Welcome to the live stream. Okay, Sheila, you had a delivered catering order. Paid you $154. Holy cow. And by the way, Sheila, I've checked into it. Delivered does not operate anywhere near me. They don't even operate in Jacksonville, Florida. Delivered is only in big cities, I think. Yeah, I've checked into it. They don't operate around here. Hey, Henry, I'm doing great this evening. Hope you're doing great. But lady likes the gummies. All right, let's see. Ambitious Antique, you're in Yuma and you're new to me. All right. Dashing this weekend, then heading to Florida. Oh, okay. Taught you a few things. Good deal. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be cool. I love travel dashing. Ernesto, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Hey, Charlie goes outside. Lots of weed talk in the chat tonight. Yeah. Yes, busybody. Yeah, I know. I know which one you're talking about. That was a very interesting place I dropped off. I couldn't tell, exactly what was in the package, but from the way it felt, I think maybe it was a jug of laundry detergent. But yeah, I know. And see, that's the thing, busybody, that I thought was so fun about that. The end of that video was that one place was just, it looked like something out of Deliverance. But then I also delivered to some $1 million houses. It was really cool to see all that huge difference. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, I'm glad you made a live stream. Couple PR81. Your fan from Kissimmee. What do you know? How about that? Cool. Man, is it just absolutely crazy down there? I drove through Orlando one time and said never again on I-4. Oh man, it was horrible. That was probably, I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago. Doubled your money from DoorDash since you found Giacometti Mama. Cool. Yeah, yeah. Everybody wants to get on Spark. I love Spark. Yeah, still waiting on Spark. Um, but doing Spark all day today and nothing else. It's very interesting. Y'all have to wait for the video tomorrow I'm going to try not to give it away. Hannah's Hustles. How you doing, Hannah? I wonder if Mr. Church is in here. Hey, Big Carl. Welcome. Oh, I skipped one. Charlie Goes Outside. Chuck's. Thanks for the hours of entertainment. You're welcome. I really enjoy doing it, Charlie. I'm having fun, man. I really like it. Brian. Hey, Chuck, how big are the towns you dash in? Pretty small, like Kingsland. Basically, Brian, I know the channel is called Dashing Across America, but I basically dash in Kingsland slash St. Mary's, Georgia. It's two separate towns with two separate city councils and mayors and all that, but they touch each other. It's really kind of like one big town, but it's kind of small. 20, 30, 40,000 people maybe. Who is that? I don't have a name. I inspire you. Thank you. That's awesome. That's great. You know, my work ethic, I do only usually dash like 3 or 4 hours a day, but I'm old and tired. I worked W-2 for about 35, 40 years. Biscuit, why are you barking? Why are you barking? Go to sleep. Mark. Hey, Mark. Still in Chicago. Yesterday was quite the day. Always wondered how many drops some max for Spark. Yeah, I don't know if 20 drops is the maximum or if there are some that are more, but man, that was crazy. Took me almost 2 hours to do. Hey, Fran, how's everything in Phoenix? No, I have not looked into Zifty. I think I have heard of it. But yeah, there's no delivered around here, and I don't think there's any deliver that either. But I'll check on Zifty. I think I have heard of it. Hey, Lavender Moon, Omaha, Nebraska. Hey there. Yeah, everything's going great. Going great. We had a little Valentine's Day celebration. It was all good. I didn't have to edit video today. I got Matt to fill in for me. Y'all, I think Matt's fantastic. I don't know how y'all feel, but I love watching him. He really entertains me. This is the Matt who filled in for me this evening at 6 p.m. Rookie Dasher, how you doing, Brian? Yes, I did enjoy not having to edit video this evening. All right, your son Christian, Lavender Moon, just got on Spark in Omaha. Took him a couple of weeks. Good. I'm hoping my son gets on with Spark. When he went through the process and everything, it looked to me like he was in, and would just maybe have to wait a week or two. But I don't know. We'll see. I keep asking him every day if he's heard anything from Spark yet. Hey, there's old Dash and Dink up there in Bemidji, Minnesota. Hey, I love it when you call me young fella. Everything's going great. Hope everything's going great with you, Dink. Let's see, Jack. If I'm signed up for all these programs, DoorDash, Spark, whatever, if you travel from state to state, can operate in different states. As far as I know, Jack, now, I've only operated in Georgia and Florida. I've never yet tried it in any other state, but as far as I know, on these apps, you can just travel anywhere in the country you want to and just turn the app on and start working. As far as I know. Yeah, I-4. And Heather, my wife Heather, she's from Tampa, and she warned me. We were living in Brunswick, St. Simons at the time. And so to get from Tampa to St. Simons, it just seemed to me like the best way would be to take I-4. She said, don't do it. You'll regret it. Well, I insisted. And so we took I-4, never again. Man, that was horrible. Now, this was, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. There was all kinds of construction. Maybe it's not as bad now. Oh, Stephanie, yeah, he hasn't officially, gotten on with Spark. But when I watched him go through the process of signing up, it looked to me like he's in. It just might take a few days. Okay, Dink background check went through. Yeah, you're officially a Spark driver. Good deal. That's fantastic. Spark canceled a $27 offer. Yeah, that happens all the time, Brian. Well, not all the time, but it happens. It's happened to me several times that I have an order and all of a sudden it cancels and I get $2. Hey, there's Mr. Church. You're working on a video. Road to 200. All right. You gotta start somewhere. 200 ain't bad. Let's see. Yeah, the pug needs to go on to sleep like she usually does this time of night. Big Carl. I'm gonna stop saying her name. Maybe she'll calm down. I think she might be smelling marsupials. Yeah, yeah. I enjoyed that last one. Uh, and I got another marathon coming tomorrow evening. And then I'm going back to just my normal little 3 hours of dashing every day. I'm tired of these long days. Let's see, Gig Grinder. Keep trying Spark, not hiring, yeah. Oh, it is, I waited 6 months to get on Spark. Took forever. Ambitious Antique. 93 Ford Festiva. Wow, wait a minute. How old is that car? Is that 30 years? Am I doing my math right? 31 years old. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing that thing's still running. Wow. Well, Derek, I have held her up to the camera a few times. Um, I think she's starting to maybe snore. Yeah, I hear snores now. I'm sure I'm far behind on the chat probably. Well, let's see. 9:42 is where I'm at, and hey, I'm only 5 minutes behind on the chat. That's not too bad. Thank you, Ernesta. Yeah, Hannah, she does. By the way, the pug does talk. We like like the way a ventriloquist puppet talks. We talk for her, and she's a real smart aleck and has a kind of a filthy mouth and doesn't care if she hurts your feelings. But yeah, she talks all the time. Fran, everything's great. Took today off. All right. Yeah, sure, Fran. It was my pleasure. I like guest stars. Yeah, yeah. There's Matt. Yeah, he did have kind of a rough day. He did get some good orders after a while. Yeah, he says the peak pay killed it. Um, okay, Button Lady says, yeah, you can travel anywhere in the U.S. Yeah, I was pretty sure you can just turn on your apps anywhere you are and just start working. Hey, there's Brian Bixby. How you doing, buddy? How's things in Yulee? Yeah, Stephanie, I did so much Valentine's shopping the last couple of days. It was crazy. And the last shopping order I did at Walmart today, um, the lady had ordered two heart-shaped boxes of chocolates, and Walmart was out of chocolate. Well, there were a few random ones left, but they wouldn't let me substitute. They were different prices or whatever. Uh, oh, you had a male named Pugsley. Y'all, I don't know if there's any good way to do that. I mean, I would. Biscuit, come here. I don't know if I don't know if she'll even come here, Biscuit. Biscuit, Biscuit. Come here, Biscuit. Come here. Come here. Oh. Oh, there she goes. She's She heard a noise. She's going to investigate. I'll try in a minute, y'all. All right. Yeah, Fata, you waited 8 months for Spark. That seems to be a common story. Hey, Deborah Stidham, how's everything in the Panhandle? Just got back from Tallahassee. Yeah, you had fun dashing in Tallahassee. You did some dashing in Tallahassee? I've been to Tallahassee several times. It's a very pretty town. Yeah, yeah. 3 or 4 hours, I'm worn out. No, I got to admit, Spark isn't quite as tiring as DoorDash and Uber Eats. There's a lot of sitting around doing nothing with Spark. So I guess, maybe it kind of keeps miles off your car. 400,000 miles on that Ford second motor. Oh, man. Yeah, Gig Grinder, mostly when I'm out normally doing my normal thing in Kingsland 3 or 4 hours a day. I'd say most of mine are 4 miles or less. I do the occasional 5 or 6 mile order, but I don't like them. But most of them are within 4 miles, I think. Yeah, I don't even bother checking Instacart and Grubhub anymore. I've been on waiting lists for so long. Uh, Megan Garcia, my husband and I are going to start dashing after seeing my videos. What do you know? Well, that's cool. I hope y'all enjoy it. I think it's really enjoyable as a part-time thing. Uh, yeah, there's that foul mouth. Joshua, much love from Vegas. How about that? Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Christine Lovelace, happy Valentine's Day. Right back at you. Yes, I think maybe all pugs snore. Pugsley and Babs. Hey, Emma, how are you? How's things up in Ohio? Kyle, how you doing, Kyle? Good to see you, buddy. I know you. Mark says, I know you were wondering if the content from Spark would be as compelling as DoorDash. So far, it's just as interesting. Well, good. Yeah, that's something I really worried about. That Spark might be a little bit boring um, compared to DoorDash, Uber Eats, and stuff. Biscuit, you woke up another doggy. Come here. Come here, Bushy. Biscuit. Come here. She won't even come to me. Silly pug. She's hearing noises, and it's driving her crazy. Anyway, Mark, I'm glad the Spark hasn't been too boring. I think maybe if I mix in, what I like doing is multi-apping. I love doing DoorDash and Uber Eats and Spark all kind of at the same time. Not necessarily dirty stacking. If it works out, if I can get a dirty stack that'll work out, then I love doing that. But just kind of picking and choosing the best offers from all three. I think that's the way, y'all. Uh, let's see. Fata to me takes a lot of waiting with Spark. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of sitting around waiting for the orders to drop. It's a strange thing. I wonder why Walmart does it that way. Why don't they just send out orders as they're ready? Why do they all have to go out at once an hour? It's a weird thing. I don't understand it. I can't really figure out how that could be advantageous to them. I don't know. Hey, wrister bits, me too. I noticed that today, just sitting there in my car in the parking lot, the Walmart parking lot, kind of made my legs hurt. Everything going great, Emma? Good deal. Ambitious intake. You do Instacart. Emma was hot on flowers and candy. Yep. Man, I did a lot of that today. Yeah, hopefully get on Grubhub. And y'all, I've tried to get on Grubhub, but tell you the truth, I don't even know if they operate in Kingsland, St. Mary's, where I work every day. I know down in Yulee they do a little bit of Grubhub, but I don't think they have much of a market share. But if you get a good order from them every now and then, that would help. Can't hurt. Holy cow, you're still having snow? Well, I guess it is February. That's still snowy season. Thomas Webb, why are so many Dashers quitting DoorDash recently? I don't know. I haven't heard about that. I know today was supposed to be some kind of a big strike or something. Uh, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. I'm going to go out and do my thing. um, and Mrs. Antique, our magic word for all of our pugs has been the word treat. You say that word and their ears perk up. Their head tilts to the side. Hey, Sonny, how you doing, Faith? Just got here. Welcome. Oh, you're at the Chiefs parade. What do you know? I delivered to somebody. Was that yesterday or today that had big Chiefs flags all in their yard and everything? Down here in South Georgia, big Chiefs fans. 20 stop Spark was all, yeah, prepackaged. Yeah, I felt like an Amazon driver or a UPS man or FedEx or something. I was just running a route, dropping off packages. But yeah, those weird 20 drop orders, those are Walmart.com orders, and they're all just little packages, or big packages, but they're packages. Most of them, the vast majority, probably 18 out of the 20, it was just one item that I was dropping off. Uh-oh. Hannah heard something bad about the Chiefs parade. Ford Fiesta. Boy, could you do Spark orders with a Ford Fiesta? That's a good question. I mean, I guess you've got a trunk and a back seat and a front seat, which is what it takes. I don't know. That's a very good question. I don't know the answer. I think you probably could, but there might be. Well, y'all, Sunday, Heather and I went to the beach and we made a little video. And there was that one Spark order that I accepted in Yulee, Florida. And even though I was driving a pickup truck, a Jeep pickup truck, we had lots of stuff in the bed of the truck. And they got out to the truck and the order was gigantic. And they looked at my truck and they said, this isn't going to fit. And so they canceled the order and took it back inside. All right. Mark says, find it especially interesting when people buy something like a security camera system and have you deliver it. Lots of interesting situations, what people need delivered. Yeah. 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 That was an interesting couple up there. Um, I suspect he might have been a repo man. Hey, there's Gig Gal. What's going on, Gig Gal? Thanks for dropping by the live stream. I appreciate it. Appreciate your business, Gig Gal. How's everything going up in Cleveland? Hope everything's going well. Um, let's see. Fata says, yeah, they city orders and always says pick up at blah, 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 45 minutes. Yeah. Takes forever. Now, I got to tell you, my Walmart here, they come marching out. A whole army of associates come marching out at 45 minutes after the hour to load you up, usually. Grubhub wait list. Yeah, me too. I've got to where I ignore them. Uh, oh, there was a shooting at the Chiefs parade. Wonderful. Edgar, how you doing? Chuck, I'm trying to get in the catering program. I'm in the pizza program, but hardly get any orders. I do have a tip for you as far as the catering, the large order program. The way it happened for me was one of our viewers told me that if you'll order the official DoorDash catering bag from DoorDash, then you'll get in the catering program. And so I ordered the official DoorDash catering bag from DoorDash's website, and there's a place in there where they ask for your Dasher ID. Well, I don't know what a Dasher ID is. I went on the internet searching on Reddit everywhere trying to figure out where you find your Dasher ID. I couldn't find an answer. So I just put my phone number in there, or else my email. I can't remember. I think either one would work, and so that they would recognize me as by that phone number. But anyway, I ordered the bag from DoorDash, put my phone number in or email, one or the other, and this was at like midnight one night, almost midnight. And the next afternoon, I got an email saying, "Welcome to the large order program." So if you're not in the large order program, try that. That's how it worked for me. As soon as I ordered the official DoorDash catering bag, the very next day I was in the program. Now, unfortunately, because I work in a small town, the catering orders are few and far between. But I still do, I get one every once in a while that pays me $40 or something crazy like that. And it's wonderful when it happens. Sorry, I'm just sitting here reading some of the chat. We all are chatting amongst each other, which is awesome. I love it. All right, Mark Collin, will be interesting to see how Walmart might impact Amazon. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. Amazon is such a juggernaut. Um, I saw. I was trying to watch some of Pedro's live stream today while I was working, and I caught a bunch of it, but I missed a bunch of it, because I was working. But he was saying, what was he saying about he said Aldi was the number one grocery store chain in the United States. I find that hard to believe. And he was asking if we could guess who number two was, and then I never heard the answer. But somebody said Walmart, and he said, no, it's not Walmart. And I found that hard to believe. In fact, I find it hard to believe that Walmart's not number one. They sell a bunch of groceries at Walmart, and they're everywhere. Let's see. Have I missed anything? Doreen, how you doing? Thanks for all your content. You're welcome, Doreen. I enjoy doing it. How are you doing, Doreen? Thanks for dropping by our live stream. Yeah, I've heard about the striking. Of course, I think it's only in a few big cities, so I haven't seen any of it, and I haven't really watched any news or anything today. Okay, Jamie, there's a good question. I like keeping my acceptance rate above 70 at all times. I think it really helps me get better offers. Um, some people, especially maybe in bigger cities, don't care at all about their acceptance rate. They just take the best orders and decline the bad orders. Um, but in these small towns down here, if you waited for nothing but really good orders, you might not do three or four orders a day. I don't know, but anyway, it seems like it really helps me get better offers if I keep my acceptance rate above 70. I like to be around 80 if I can, but it's kind of hard to do. But I feel really comfortable when my acceptance rate is around 80, and I feel like DoorDash rewards me, sends me better offers. But, there are some people who do just fine and make good money and don't care at all. In fact, um, Jamie's realistic life, on Uber, I don't care what I think my acceptance rate on Uber is probably somewhere around 20%. But Uber doesn't seem to punish me for that, as far as I can tell. All right, Jeff Carroll, Fort Worth, Texas. Anyone else seeing spark orders being grabbed before you have time to even see the offer? Um, I don't know. I've heard a lot about people kind of, I don't know, doing unethical stuff with spark orders, maybe using multiple phones and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't see it where I am in a little small town where I am. All the spark drivers, I recognize them all now. I see them all every day. And um, I don't see any evidence of anybody in my little small town um, doing any weird stuff with spark catering across America. Hey, Badger, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. I know what I did wrong when I got my catering bag, put in the wrong email. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would kind of hurt if you put in an email that they don't know you by. Bummer. Or you could just buy another catering bag and try again. Yeah, Emma, I took the day off from editing a video. I did go out and work today, and I am doing the live stream tonight. But I had a few hours of free time in there where I got Matt to fill in for me and didn't have to edit video. WCT. I usually on a normal 3 to 4 hour shift, like I work normal on normal days, I'll usually put about 50 miles on my car. Now that doesn't count. I live in the middle of nowhere. I have to drive to the town where I dash. But just while I'm there dashing, I'll usually put about 50 miles on my car in a 3 or 4 hour day. And we'll usually make 60, 70, $80, something like that. Let's see. Is an Aldi part of Walmart? I don't think so, Ernesto. Now, Aldi just recently purchased Southeast Grocers, which means they purchased all of Winn-Dixie and Harvey's. But yeah, I don't think Aldi's associated with Walmart at all, but I'm no expert. Yeah, there you go. Somebody just answered. They bought Winn-Dixie. And that may be why they're considered, if Pedro was right, the number one grocery chain is if that's counting, counting all the Winn-Dixie stores. I don't know. Winn-Dixie's probably not all over the country. I think it's kind of a southeastern thing. Well, Winn-Dixie was owned by Southeast Grocers, so I guess that tells you that it's regional. Hey, there's JP Grubbs. Good evening, Chuck. Hope your knee's better. Man, the knee is doing so much better. I mean, my knees will always hurt until I get them replaced. But man, 7 different Aldis. My closest Aldi is 40 miles away. But every time we go to the beach, we swing by Aldi because there's one on the way to the beach. Good gal, you're back up to 51. Oh, what's that down there? $2. Who's that? Bermuda. Thank you, buddy. $200 spark corner. Hey, I did trim the beard tonight for Valentine's Day. Um, anyway, thank you so much for the $2 tip, man. I appreciate it. All right, good gal. So you're seeing some diamond orders, I hope. Chef just got to 71. Okay, good, good. That's, yeah, I like being above 70. And a lot of people let their acceptance rate drop during the month. And then right at the end of the month, they try to raise it back up to 70 so they can be top dasher. But I think it really helps, at least where I work, I think it really helps if you stay above 70 all the time. Me and Meaty Mama. Well, that's good company. Meaty Mama's pretty cool. I've probably watched every one of her videos. I like Meaty Mama. Or at least I was watching every one of them back when she was only putting out a couple a week. Now that she's putting out one a day, I'm probably behind a little bit. Yeah, thought to your AR's between 10 and 3%. That's funny. You got to be in a big city, I think, to have an AR that low. Let's see, Jamie, you've learned that in your small town, you better be top dasher. Me too, Jamie. Amen. That's how I feel. And, excuse me. I have a little bit of experience dashing in Atlanta and Tampa. And I think if I lived in a big city like that, I wouldn't worry about being top dasher and wouldn't worry about my AR maybe. Maybe so, maybe not. But there were just so many thousands of orders flying around that you could just cherry pick. But in small towns, there just aren't enough orders to go around. Um, Thanks for the information. Can't wait to get home and watch your videos. Thank you. I appreciate that. Lake Charles, Louisiana, it happens here. I guess we're talking about the weird spark stuff with people working multiple phones. And I've heard Mushy Moo talk about it, how there's this like gang that hangs out in the parking lot and they all have multiple phones and they accept all the orders and then they drop them and their friend picks them up real quick. They call their friend and say, I'm about to drop this order. Get ready to pick it up. Mortal sin to shave off the beard. Harvey's, yeah. I guess it's the same thing, Mike. We got a Harvey's right up the road in Folkestone, Georgia. Um, let's see. No, Cassidy. No, I'm a retired teacher, and my wife has a great job. So no, I do DoorDash and all this stuff for fun because I think it's fun, and I like making a little extra money, but mainly I really enjoy doing it. Okay, so Mark says Pedro was not correct. According to everything you can find, Walmart is number one. See that I thought the same thing. I found it hard to believe that Walmart wasn't number one. Aldi number 8, 2022. Now, they've probably purchased Winn-Dixie since 2022, so they might be, bigger than they were in 2022. But yeah, that's not even close to Walmart. I bet Walmart's number one. Let's see. All right, hang on. The way I've got this set up, I don't think I can get down to her. Hang on. All right, it's a bunch of requests for this. We've done this before in the past. See if I can do this without knocking everything over. Oh, she's going to freak out. Come here. Come here. Oh. There. You come sit up here with your man. Sorry, Biscuit. It's okay. It's all right. Why'd you pick me up out of my bed? I was sleeping. That was pretty rude, wasn't it, Biscuit? Yeah, that was rude. You're very rude. There's the pug, y'all. She has no idea what's going on. You're famous, Biscuit. All right, you want to get back down in your bed? Oh, all right, there you go. Yep. Spin around in a circle. Get settled in just right. Yeah, I think Biscuit is our third pug. There was Hambone and Butterbean and now Biscuit. All right, where are we? Yeah, Mike, I don't know. It might be a different Harvey's because I thought they were regional down here. All right. Chris Plays intersection controller says he made $135 in 5 hours. $5 and then $4.50 peak pay. First hour or so was dead. That's pretty decent money, right? $27 an hour. That's pretty good. That's good money. I'll take $27 an hour any day. Yeah, I was wondering when Pedro was asking about Kroger did cross my mind. What do I think about getting a $13.50 tip on Uber on an 8.8 mile order? RM, I would say that's a good, generous tip. That's a solid tip right there. Because 8.8 miles is a long ways to drive to bring somebody food. $13.50 that's a good tip. I'd be happy with a $10 tip probably for that. That would make it $12. Yeah, $10 or $11. I would be happy with 13.50. That's a good tip. And the customer did his part, uh, putting in an extra $13.50 to order some food. He did his part. Now, Uber and DoorDash are the ones who are falling down uh, with their base pay. An 8.8 mile delivery ought to have a $5 or $6 or $7 base pay, I think. Let's see. You like Button Lady likes to stay around 80 or 85. Yeah, yeah. I love to be around 80. Right now I'm down. I'm 73 or 74. I don't like being that low. Am I independently wealthy? No, I am not. Not at all. Not at all. We're just middle class, retired. Well, Heather's not quite retired yet. She's got a few more years because I robbed the cradle. She's almost 10 years younger than I am. Um, oh, but you know what? This might be boring. I've been threatening to tell this story. Y'all, in 1997, I think it could have been early 98, I, I bought 100 shares of Apple for $17 a share. Y'all hear that? There are 80, what, 79, 80 people here. In 1997 or 98, I bought 100 shares of Apple stock for $17 a share. I spent $1,700. Guess what those shares are worth now? Last I checked, something like 1.3, 1.4 million. Well, here's the problem. I sold those shares a year later for $27 a share. And I thought I was a financial genius because I made, what is that, 60% gain on my investment, in 1 year. So I thought I was just a financial whiz. So I sold it for $2,700 a year later. And if I still had it, it would be worth over $1 million. I try not to think about it very often. Hey, Emma, you know what? I think you're right. I think DoorDash has all kinds of hidden metrics that they measure us by, you know, beyond acceptance rate, completion rate, on time, all that stuff. And I don't know, but I kind of think showing up for work every day in the same place at the same time is one of them. And I also think speed is one. And I'm not advocating that anybody break the law or risk getting a speeding ticket or anything, but I really believe that speed counts with DoorDash and probably Uber. Um, and by speed, I don't mean just your driving, but you're walking and I don't know, just everything you do, doing it as quickly as possible, as opposed to kind of taking your time. I'm telling you, I've decided that I think that's one of their hidden metrics. Is I bet you DoorDash knows that driver A and driver B and driver C and driver D, I bet they know exactly how long it takes each of those drivers every day to get from McDonald's to 123 Main Street to the customer's house. I guarantee you they know who gets the orders there the quickest. And I think that counts. All right, let's see. Button Lady says, dash about 10 miles north of Medium. Oh, yeah, yeah. Very oversaturated. Yeah, Button Lady, I've watched a million of her videos, and man, does she get some horrible offers. She gets worse offers than I get. Um, and yeah, it's funny because we vacation in the Clearwater area, actually Indian Rocks Beach, every year for a week. We go down there, and that's right in. I mean, I see on Meaty Mama's videos, I see places I've been to down there while on vacation. Like John's Pass. We've all, the whole family, Heather's family. It's Heather's family that we vacation with down there. we've gone and eaten at the Hooters at Johns Pass, and I've seen Meaty Mama go there and pick up orders and stuff. Um, the crab place, oh, what's it called? On the other side of Johns Pass. Lots of places I've seen her go, and I've seen those places while I was down there. Yeah, yeah, Sheila. That's what Mushimu says, that it's bad down there. Mushimu's in basically the same area as Meaty Mama. Okay, Butt Lady, I think, is reacting to Biscuit the Pug. Yeah, I'm her man. uh, Cassidy, yeah, I don't, I don't know if my students loved it or not. I hope they did. Um, Graduated in '01. Yeah, what was the last year I taught high school was, oh, I can't remember now. '07, '09, something like that. Yeah, thanks. She was not excited to be picked up out of her bed at all. When did math get so hard? Deborah, I taught Latin. I was a high school Latin teacher. Yes, she is a champion snorer. Snores like a truck driver. Let's see. PR from the Aldi Winn Dixie deal. Aldi now ranks 24th. Huh. Okay. Who's that? Rest Betts thought that was my wife snoring. No, she's over in the master bedroom. I'm in a guest bedroom doing this. Uh, Order came out to be nine. That's the 13.50. Oh wow! So you had a $6 base pay on Uber. Good for Uber. Uber, I noticed. It seems like Uber does give you a little more base pay for a long trip. DoorDash don't care. Uh, if if DoorDash offers you a 15-mile run to deliver McDonald's, the base pay is still going to be $2, as far as I can tell. Now, it might be a little higher if several dashers have declined it before you see it, but they start off their base pay at $2 no matter how far the delivery is, as far as I can tell. Okay, so Fatal, you're not actually in a big city, just a busy area. Okay, a lot of people, a lot of businesses. Yeah, Jersey is. Yeah, yeah. I guess instead of big city, I should have said densely populated area. Hey, there's Dasher Stu. What's going on? What's he saying no about? I think that's his first comment. I don't know what he's saying no about. Yes, yes, Deborah. I sold my Apple. Oh, he's saying no about my Apple stock, about my $1 million that I don't have. Okay, he's reacting to my Apple story. Yeah, 1 year. I mean, 60% in 1 year. I thought I was a genius. I thought I was Warren Buffett. Yeah, yeah, Mark. I'm sure there are lots of people who could tell stories about the stocks they sold and wish they hadn't. Uh, AI stocks, yeah, probably so. Oh, did you hit 2K, Gig Gal? That's awesome. Good for you. On to 3K. Good for you, Gig Gal. Gig Gal's fantastic, y'all. I hope y'all are all subscribed. Um, a lot of cops out tonight. I've seen a lot of cops out lately. I don't know why Valentine's Day would be a big day for cops to be on the prowl. Yes, but lady, that's funny. Um, we had a guy. He was all in our comments for a long time, for months, uh, and his YouTube name was something like, it was horrible. I always just called him Bum because his YouTube name was Fat Lonely homeless bum or something. It was horrible. But he was all in the comments all the time. Nice guy. But he used to love the sound that the Honda Fit made. What is that thing? ASMR or something? He said it had a great sound. Um, all right, Stu says kind of like Bitcoin. Yeah. Oh yeah. Um, yeah, give thousands of bitcoins away for a pizza. My son was all interested in Bitcoin, and he had a he had a girlfriend at the time. He wanted to buy. He had plenty of money at the time. He had a little business, and it was making good money. Um, and he wanted to buy like 5,000 bitcoins, and his girlfriend wouldn't let him do it. And of course, that those 5,000 bitcoins now would, who knows what that would be worth, $1 billion or something. But yeah, everybody's got those stories probably. Um, like my giddy up. Yeah, yeah. Brian says he thinks being consistent is key. I think so too. I think it counts a lot if you show up for work every day, same time, same place, and they know they can count on you. What do you know, DoorDash? I didn't know DoorDash was in the Philippines. I knew they were in the U.S. and Canada and Australia. I had no idea DoorDash was in the Philippines. That's cool. Oh, you lived in Indian Rocks Beach. Wow, cool. Man, it sure is pretty down there. We love it. Main road to town. Jamie's Realistic Life's only about 2 miles from your house. Closed for construction. Oh, great. 8 miles out of the way. Oh, man. And of course, the customers and DoorDash and Uber, they don't care about the 8 mile detour. Oh, that's horrible. No, Wes isn't officially on Spark yet. I think he's unofficially in with Spark, but he's not officially on Spark yet. It'll probably be a little while. No, I don't, Stu. I'm on the waiting list, or I've been on the waiting list for Grubhub for months and months. But I don't think it really matters. I don't think Grubhub really operates much. It's been coming in huge for you. That's awesome. That is awesome. Selling the Apple stuff. Um, $1.35 over in your area for 6. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong about Uber. I thought that I thought that Uber adjusted their base pay for mileage a little bit, but maybe not. Badger, they seem to be pretty solid. Uh, yeah, I live in Georgia, but I can walk out to my front porch, and the trees that I can see in the distance are in Florida. Um, so I can basically see Florida from my front porch. If I say if I couldn't throw a rock that far, really. It's probably 300 yards from my front porch to the state of Florida. But I could shoot a gun and a bow and arrow. I think if I shot an arrow from a bow from my front porch, I could make it land in Florida. But yeah, I probably couldn't really throw a rock that far. All right. Bob the Builder made 135 in 3.5 hours. A $77 catering order. Wow. Awesome. How far behind am I? Y'all are commenting at 10. Oh, I'm not that far behind at all. Okay. Well, good. Hey, there's Mrs. Grind and Fitness, or Ms. Grind and Fitness. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, Penny did a dirty stack. Learned it from me. Good for you. I hope it worked out okay. I love a dirty stack. I mean, you're doubling your money. It's awesome to do a dirty stack. Stu and Miss Grind and Fitness are bonding over the gym. That's awesome. Cassidy, I used to do a good bit of ride share. I used to do a good bit of Uber, and I don't anymore. And I don't know if I ever will. I really kind of enjoyed it. But what happened was my car got too dirty, and I just haven't had a chance to really clean my car well enough uh, to pick up people. I was just, I just can't pick people up with a dirty car. And I got no time to wash my car and vacuum it and all that stuff. Hey, there's Presidential Rocket League. What do you know? My growth is insane. Thank you, buddy. I got to tell you though, new subscribers have been a little bit hard to come by lately. Seems like it's slowed down a little bit lately. I'm a little concerned. Uh, let's see, Amazon or Walmart plus giving away free grow. Yeah, yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard about that. Yeah, I think it's Amazon. You can get some kind of discounts on Grubhub. Yeah, Miss Grind and Fitness. I'm in Georgia barely. And you know what? If I had it to do over again, when we built this house, man, if we had just built it, you know, a mile further south, we would be Florida residents and we would have no state income tax. Why didn't we do that? I don't know. San Juan, Puerto Rico, Jeffrey Sanchez. You have DoorDash and Uber Eats. Oh, what do you know? Well, that's cool. Hey, there's Sheila. How you doing, Sheila? I'm doing great. Good to see you. Deborah, you went to Mobile. Visited your son and daughter-in-law. Oh, yeah. Oh, they do Mardi Gras big in Mobile? How about that? I don't know if I knew that Mobile did Mardi Gras. Let's see. Dink says he's going to do a challenge to get 300 DoorDash orders in March. That would be a lot of DoorDash. That would be hustling. Yeah, I know, good gal. I'm caught up on chat. I'm about to sign off. I'm about to tell y'all good night since I'm caught up on chat. I really was thinking tonight that I might only go to about 10:30 instead of going to 11. Um, let's see. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. Yeah, smash the thumbs up, y'all. Yeah, you know what, Miss Grind and Fitness, if I don't know. I might have to watch what I was about to say here, but yeah, I don't know. I started to say as a female, I maybe wouldn't do rideshare, but you know, what does that matter? I mean, if you've got a criminal in your back seat, it doesn't matter whether you're male or female. Um, so yeah, it is a little bit unnerving. And I think I'm probably done with rideshare. I enjoyed the rideshare that I did. You know, who knows? I don't know. I may have done 50 rides or something like that before I quit doing it, and I enjoyed it. But I probably won't go back to it. Um, oh, Doreen, you subbed to me because of meeting Mama. Well, I appreciate that. That's awesome. Good deal. But lady, I just do ride share in the daytime. Yeah. Seniors going to doctor's appointments. That's cool. That's cool. And that way, you make a little money and you get to help people out and feel good about it. I like that. I love it you know, um, when I'm, of course, delivering food. You're not helping people out that much, but sometimes you get a good feeling. Or delivering groceries. Um, you feel like you've helped somebody. I like it when I feel like I've helped somebody. Yeah, Stu. I wear a magnet around my neck, and Stu, you know how on a YouTube channel you can go to that person's channel and it'll have different tabs: videos, lives, shorts. Well, there's a tab called Community, and that Community tab you can see posts that YouTubers have made. And I do very few posts. I rarely ever do one. So it wouldn't be hard to find. But under the community tab, if you look at my posts, probably 3 or 4 posts ago, I put links to the gear that I use. But I really love the windshield mount for the GoPro that I use, and I love the magnet set. It was like $22 on Amazon, and it's just awesome. I love it. Now, oh, the only thing about that magnet set is your GoPro hangs upside down on it. That's just the best way to use those magnets. Your GoPro winds up hanging upside down, but it doesn't matter because when you go in to edit video, the video's right side up. Um, so I just use my GoPro at all times in my, when it's mounted to my windshield pointing at my face, or when it's stuck to the magnet that I'm wearing around my neck. My GoPro's always hanging upside down, and the GoPro doesn't care. The video's right side up when I go to edit video. Let's see. How far behind? I'm not far behind. I'm doing good. School's out for the week. Oh, for Mardi Gras in Mobile. What do you know? Basil and Fabiola Luciano. 600 for the last 30 days. Wait, 600 DoorDash deliveries? That's a lot. Y'all, I mentioned this in the video that I recorded today. I've got to be really careful this month. I've got to start focusing on DoorDash to make sure I get 100 deliveries this month. I think I've got like 30 deliveries on DoorDash so far this month. So I got to start really kind of concentrating on my DoorDash to make sure I get my 100 deliveries because I can't stand not being top dasher. I hate it. So, Jeffrey, you're going to travel from Puerto Rico to Georgia? That's pretty cool. I have a really good buddy who works at the port of Jacksonville. He's kind of a big wheel at the port. Well, I don't know about big wheel. He's a manager, a supervisor at the port where they load up ships and all. And he says that all of his ships, pretty much 100% of them, go from the port of Jacksonville to Puerto Rico. That's just everything he ships goes to Puerto Rico for some reason. That's what he does. He ships stuff to Puerto Rico. Okay, you say it does matter, but the more I started to say that, but then I thought about it and I'm like, if I've got a bad guy in my back seat with a gun or a knife or something, I'm just as helpless as anybody. Um, I don't know, unless I'm like packing heat. Howie, what's going on? You're on your way to work. Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's awesome to have a W-2 and do a little bit of gig apps on the side for some extra money. That's cool. Anyway, have a good night at work, buddy. Working that 11 to 7 shift, I guess. Cassie, you always enjoy the lives and videos, are interested in doing interviews and tell my story. As a matter of fact, Cassie, I just recently did an interview. Um, Rideshare Rodeo interviewed me. So I don't know if it was very interesting, but but you can go to Rideshare Rodeo's YouTube channel, and sometime recently you can find it where he interviewed Dashing Across America. Uh, I really don't know if it was very interesting, but it was fun. I mean, it was painless at least. Who is this? Easy Does It. Hey Chuck, I don't do gig work at all, but me and my brother love watching your vids from Los Angeles. That's amazing. That's just so amazing that somebody who doesn't do gig work watches my videos. That's crazy. Fatah paid off her car with Uber rideshare and Domino's. That's cool. That's awesome. Gigo, you've tried some rideshare? I know Faith does rideshare. Yeah, that's mostly what she does, I think. Yeah, oh, you prefer deliveries? I think I prefer it. I don't know though, y'all. I've met some really interesting people, had some good times doing rideshare. It was fun, but I don't know if I'll ever do it again. AI is way off topic. Saw a video on Amtrak the other day. Yes, as a matter of fact, Mark, I do see Amtrak trains go through Folkestone. I sure do. Folkestone, Georgia, by the way, y'all, there are a few attractions, reasons why someone might want to spend the night in Folkestone, Georgia. Um, there's the Okefenokee Swamp, gigantic. Who knows? It's probably the biggest swamp in the United States. The Okefenokee, I think the official name is Okefenokee Federal Wildlife Preserve or something. But the Okefenokee Swamp is, I mean, I basically live in the Okefenokee Swamp. It's right here. Um, and, alligators, bears, snakes. And I just happen to know a couple of people who don't live anywhere, who live hundreds of miles away, um, who have been coming for years to Folkestone, Georgia. One guy, because he's an amateur herpetologist, he loves snakes, and he comes to the Okefenokee Swamp to see snakes. And then a doctor, used to be my doctor, um, used to come to the Okefenokee Swamp to hunt to hunt bears. But anyway, Okefenokee Swamp is one of Folkestone's attractions. There's the St. Mary's River that runs right through Folkestone, or Folkestone's right on the banks of the St. Mary's River. So there's campgrounds and stuff like that on the banks of the river. So you could come to Folkestone and camp out and bring your boat and take it out on the river, stuff like that. But y'all, one of the attractions, this is responding to Mark's comment. One of the attractions, y'all, I'm not kidding. There are people in the world who are train nuts. They're crazy about trains. And Folkestone, Georgia gets like 90 trains a day that pass through town. I don't know why, but people come from all over the United States and they set up their cameras, their video cameras, their drones, their campers, and they watch trains go by and they film the trains. So there are people who are train nuts, and I'll never understand it, but there are people who are just crazy for trains, and they come from all over the country to Folkestone, Georgia, to watch trains go by. Yeah, true, Mike. Yeah. Although the customer you're delivering to might demand your wallet. Uh, I've delivered to some scary places before. Deborah, you drove for a taxi company. What do you know? So did my son Wesley. DC and Atlanta. Wow. Yeah. Holy cow. That seems really scary. John Pro, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Thanks for dropping by. Good to see you. All right, y'all. I got to start wrapping this up here pretty soon. Uh, Wait. Sonny says it's quicker. Don't have to get out to pick up an order and drop. Yeah. Yeah, true. That's true. You sit there in your car. I used to get out and open the door for them, but yeah. Yeah, good point about rideshare. And I really did enjoy it. All right, Fish, broke your record for highest spark yesterday. A two-drop batch from Sam's Club for $83. Wow. I think my highest paying spark order, well, okay, I did get $45 for that one that had 20 drops. But besides that, besides the Walmart.com thing, um, I think I think $39 is my highest paying Spark order. I know there are higher ones out there, but that's my highest. I've only been doing Spark for 2.5 months. Okay, Dasher Stu saying, okay, thank you about something, and I'm behind, so I don't know what. Yeah, Sheila, I used to use a snap mount magnet around my neck and in my car, like on my sun visor, snap mount, and it would hold the camera upright really well. But this new one that I really like a lot better, the camera rides better on my chest if it's upside down. But like I say, it doesn't matter because if you shoot your video with your GoPro upside down, when you go to edit it, it's right side up. So it really doesn't matter. Now, the only thing is, if you accidentally start recording while it's right side up and then put it on your chest upside down, then the video will be upside down. But it's a couple of clicks in the video editing software and it flips it right side up. So it really doesn't matter. Yeah, Fata, um, I get decent tips here and there, but I've never gotten a crazy tip ever. I've gotten some really big, nice tips on catering orders. But as far as somebody just giving me some kind of a crazy, outrageous, generous tip, I've heard of people getting giant tips like that, but I've never gotten one. $100 tip. That's crazy. Okay, Basil and Fabiola say yes to something, and now I don't know what. Thought about using those magnet necklaces. You're a bit aggressive when you use your GoPro, ride a bike, and you're starting to record yourself skating. Oh, I see what you're saying. You think it might pop off? Hey, I'm telling you, this magnet I use, you'd have to knock it against something pretty hard to. I mean, that magnet is strong. All right, good night, Dink. I'm about to go myself. We're getting close to my limit here. Quit shipping to Puerto Rico. Too expensive. Oh, okay, Jeffrey, that involves politics. I don't doubt that. Oh, Joe Parnell said something, then he took it back. You've got 73 DoorDash deliveries. Oh, already this month. Yeah, yeah. I've been I've been working the Spark a little too much, and I'm going back, y'all, starting tomorrow, going back to DoorDash. I've had fun with Spark. I'll still do a little Spark every now and then, but I needed to learn Spark. There's a learning curve with Spark, and I've learned a lot. And wait, I was in a different car at Taco Bell. No, I was in the Dashmobile, and I was never at Taco Bell today. Let's see. Okay, Joe's saying good night. Good night, Joe. During you order Uber. Oh, email for contact for interview. Okay, it's in the description. If you go to my channel, I think a lot of people. Wesley, my son Wesley, told me, he's watched a million YouTube videos in his life, and he's never once gone to a channel and looked in the description of the channel. But the email is in there, but it's jarofapplepie@gmail.com is my email address. Jarofapplepie@gmail.com. Yeah, sure, Cassidy. Um, oh, wait. Fataza, man, I'm sorry. I thought that was a common Arabic female name. I could be totally wrong. I'm sorry about that. Oh man, maybe I'm thinking of Fatima. Uh, I'm sorry. Well, don't I sound like an ignorant redneck now? I'm sorry about that, buddy. Yeah, you don't want strangers spin sitting behind you. I get it. It's a weird thing. Vintage travel brochures. Uh, Drove for Uber and Lyft for 5 years, or 5 years ago for about 6 months. Herpetologist like no, herpetologist. No, herpetologist is a snake scientist. Hey, Josh, another Georgia Dasher. Good to see you. Yeah, yeah, you're a good tipper. Yeah, I don't get it with the non-tippers either. I'm a good tipper. I, what I believe in, my wife and I never ordered DoorDash or Uber Eats. We did when we went on vacation, just because we were splurging, spending a lot of money on condo at the beach and that kind of stuff. But normally we don't because it's just too expensive. It's just outrageously expensive. But on the rare occasions that we eat out or order something, we're good, solid tippers. I don't believe in extravagant tips. I don't know. I don't believe in outrageous tips, but we're good tippers. Um, yeah, Sheila, they're very strong. Now, if you bumped up against something really hard, it might come off. Oh, you're going to take your son to the Okefenokee? Ace, Heather's mom, uh, my mother-in-law, came down to visit one time, and she and Heather went on a boat tour. They have tours here, just right down the road on the Okefenokee, and they asked me if I wanted to go, and I said no way. It was the middle of summer, hot. I didn't want to go on that tour, but they came back and said it was absolutely fascinating. Uh, so yeah. And by the way, if you come to the Okefenokee, don't go to the, like, what is it called? Okefenokee Park. That's a for-profit tourist trap. Uh, Go down to the real Okefenokee, where it's federal park rangers and stuff, who show you around, who give you tours, and not the tourist trap people. All right, let's see. Oh, okay, Coca Cola in Atlanta, I guess. No, wait, that's somebody else, Josh. Um, yeah, yeah, well, that one house looked like it was wild. It was looked like it was something from a third world country. All right, y'all. Let me try to wrap this up. I need to get off here. Oh, whoa, Button Lady, thank you so much. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate that. $30 tip on Spark. Wow, that's great. Dink, I hope you do get your first Spark order. And buddy, there's a little bit of a learning curve. Um, Matter of fact, I talked about it today, but I'm not going to publish the video until tomorrow evening. Dang it. I wish maybe you won't get your first order tomorrow and you can watch tomorrow evening's video and you'll pick up a few tips. Um, hey, Dink, I'll just go ahead. I'll give you a spoiler. Here's what I thought about what I've learned in the last couple of months. As soon as a Spark offer pops up on your phone, Dink, if you're still here, the very first thing you want to do is look at that blue accept button. If it has a timer in the button, then you can take your time. You can examine the offer. You've got at least a full minute to look at the offer, look at the items, see if there's 5 cases of water going to a third floor apartment, or you can really take your time and analyze the offer and see if it's something you want to do. Um, but if you get an offer from Spark and there's no timer in the accept button, that means that offer went out to everybody. And every single Sparker in the Walmart parking lot sees that same offer at the same time you do. So you might want to hit that accept button immediately. But if there's a timer there, then take your time. $8 for a Bic lighter. I know that was crazy. Hey, and $8 is what I got paid. She probably paid $13 for that Bic lighter. Crazy. People are nuts. Uh, yes, I will try to make it, Dink, Friday night. And I'm glad you're doing Friday night. Nope. Friday nights are dead. There's nobody's live on Friday nights. Somebody needed to do it. Wait, Hannah once got a $500 tip while waiting tables. Wow. She wasn't dancing on the table, right? She was just waiting tables. $500 tip. That's ridiculous. I mean, I guess if you're a billionaire or something, wow, $500 tip. Uh, all right. Does that say La Riga Zingaro? Just started dashing. Slow market. Yeah, I know. Oh, Joshua, don't ask me my best piece of advice in life. Oh, don't put me on the spot like that. I have no idea. Uh, I would say, uh, I would say, get married and stay married. Don't get divorced. Raise a few children. Um, get a job. Work hard. Make yourself valuable to your employer. Stay at your job for 30 years. Unless you get a better job offer. But you know, just be stable. Uh, go to church. Uh, I don't know, man. That's crazy to try to think of my life advice off the cuff like that. Let's see. Badger, it's been killer. Not working. Um, you've been sparking your butt off, huh? Yeah, me too, Mr. Church. I've done a lot of spark the last few days, and I'm going back to food delivery. Do I ever dash in my Bentley? thanks for thanks for joining us, Mark. Yeah, Joshua, I think you've probably heard me talking about it. I used to do UberX and I enjoyed it, but I just don't do it anymore. I don't know. I think I'm done. Hey, there's Terry dropped by. Good to see you, Terry. Yeah, okay. Fata. Sorry about that, buddy. I think that's what I was thinking was Fatima. Um, okay, Badger, gotten some awesome leads from Uber over the years. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's a cool thing to kind of get your own clients. Yeah. Let's see. Y'all, I got to call it a night. I'm trying to rush through here. Ace in Beauty Land. Uh-oh. Oh, Ace. I know who you saw. That was my son. That was Wesley. That was his Honda Element. Yeah, that was Wesley. You saw him at Taco Bell today. He was dashing in Kingsland. Wait, Ace, have we talked to each other? Red Kia with stickers all over it. I'm trying to figure out. You're not the dasher I met for the first time in Cracker Barrel, and then you were dropping off at a house I was dropping off at the same time. Trying to think. Red Kia with stickers all over it. Anyway, yeah, that was my son. That was Wesley you saw in Taco Bell. Because I spent the whole day doing Walmart today. All right, have a good night, Ace in Beauty Land. All right, y'all, let's start wrapping this up. Good to see you, Brian. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you, Mr. Church. Ooh, I don't do cash on delivery, Connie. I don't have that turned on. You decline. I don't. You can toggle that on and off in your settings. Look in your settings. I've got that turned off. Hey, Monster Dash made it to the live. Good to see you. Hey, the conservative. Rockingham, North Carolina. Spark and Uber Eats. Drive safe. Thank you. You too, conservative. Good to see you. Oh, I'm going to try to get to the bottom of the chat, but I don't know if I can do it. Oh, good advice. Thank you. I think it is. Yes, I love to park on the beach by the ocean. Fata, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you for that tip, man. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Is that pronounced Paducah or Paducah, Kentucky? Lifetime delivery. I've only done 2,000. I'm right at 2,000, just under 2,000. I've only been doing DoorDash for a year, which is why I always say that my channel is just for entertainment. I'm not trying to teach anybody how to do anything. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Yay. I got it right. Okay. Yeah. Y'all, Ace and Beauty Land here. Um, one time we first saw each other, we were both waiting for a DoorDash order in Cracker Barrel, and she said, "I watch you on YouTube." But then I don't know, a month or so later, she and I were dropping off two different orders at one house at the exact same time. Um, I don't know if one of us was had a DoorDash order and maybe one was a shopping order and one was a food order. I don't know, but we were dropping off at the same house at the same time. That was crazy. Wait, Fato, did you do that again? Good grief. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Yes, I did meet you in Cracker Barrel. Okay. Well, hey, Ace and Beauty Land, that's so cool that you came by the live stream. I appreciate that. Shauna, you just got here. Yeah, because it's late. It's bedtime. All right, y'all. Made it to the bottom of the chat. It's time to go. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate it. I'm about to hit the X. Good night, everybody. Cray Cray. I'm Cray Cray. I'm reaching for the X button and you say hi. How you doing there, Cray Cray? Good to see you. Good night, everybody.